Hello everybody, how are you today? It is 15th of December on a Technique Tuesday. I hope you're having a good day so far. My name is Karen and I'm here with Get Moving. And of course, as I'm sure you all know by now, Get Moving is all about helping people with mobility issues to get some exercise, get some movement and get stronger and get fitter and just move better and have a fantastic time. That's what we do every single weekday at 11 o'clock in the morning. We are going to be here. And also, if you miss that, if you can't make it at 11 o'clock in the morning, go to the website, which is conveniently linked up there somewhere, reachfitness.co.uk/getmoving. And you've got the archive page there, where we've got all the old exercise workout routines and everything saved there, so you can peruse them at your leisure. That's apparently a word. I hope you have your ball handy, because we're going to need that just for the last time today for the exercise of the week. And of course, because it is Technique Tuesday, at the very end of the session, we're going to have a new exercise of the week. This one's going to involve a band. Have I got my band? Yes, my band's up there. That's okay. Suddenly thought I'd lost my band. So new exercise of the week at the end of the session. Okay, so tune in for that. Don't forget to, don't just bugger off. Don't just disappear. Stay for that, okay? Okay then. So I've had my dice out. I've thrown my dice around the place. I've played poker, whatever it is you do, I don't know what you do, but I've come up with some random numbers. So we've got random numbers of exercises here today. These exercises, don't forget, are suitable for pretty much everybody, whether you're seated, whether you're standing, whether you can sit, whether you can stand. These exercises are going to be suitable for you. So we're going to do them for a random number of times, and just to make it interesting, as you all know, I am amazing at counting. On one of these exercises, and only one, I'm going to put a deliberate mistake of how I won't actually do the correct number of repetitions for one exercise. If you can identify that exercise, you win a daffodil. So all you got to do is identify the exercise in the comments below when I make the deliberate error when it comes to counting. Don't forget, it's a deliberate error and it's only once. Trust me. So, having said all that, we're going to put this aside 1 second, because we're not going to need it just yet. We're going to need it a little bit, but not just yet. So pop that to one side. So, exercises. First of all, marching on the spot. If you are seated, if you're occupied to a chair or anything like that, if you can't stand up or you have difficulty standing up, first exercise is dead simple. Marching on the spot. Sit tall and get your legs moving like so. Dead simple. Just get as much movement as you can from your hips. Marching on the spot. Dead simple. If you're standing, it's the same thing, but marching on spot like so. Standing and marching is pretty simple, okay? We're going to do this. It says 22 times. So are you ready? I'm counting with my fingers, so I'm going to be super accurate, except for that one time when I make a deliberate error. It's deliberate, honestly. So 22 steps in 3, 2, 1, off you go. Marching away. Nice and simple. Big moves are easier moves. No, that's wrong. Big moves are harder moves. Smaller moves are easier moves. You do whichever version you can do. Do the best one you can do, obviously. Do the hardest version you can do. Make the move as big as you can. And that is 22. So it is simple as that. Moving on. Hopefully by now your legs have woken up a little bit, but now we're going to make sure the upper body is nice and awake. So shoulder rolls, seated or standing, makes no difference. Shoulder rolls back like so, but again, if you can, you're going to make them a bigger move. If you can, you're going to roll them all the way back and around. We're going to do these 24 times, it seems. So get your counting socks ready in 3, 2, 1, off we go. Shoulder rolls like so. Or shoulder rolls like so. Now again, your choice which version you do. Make them as big as you can. Arms and shoulders reaching up, reaching back, reaching down. Posture is a good thing for this one. If you're seated, especially if you're seated, to be honest with you, don't be slouched forwards. It won't work like that. You just cannot get the range of movement. You just cannot lift your arms up enough. Sit tall. Let your shoulder blades move and get as big a roll as you can. Whether you're seated, whether you're standing, it makes no difference. Fingers crossed, you're going to feel nice little, I'm going to say burning? No, working sensation in your shoulder blades, your upper back, way back there. Because that's the bit we want to be working, especially if we are seated. They tend to be, or they tend to get a little bit weaker. So this is a simple way that we can strengthen our upper back and make sure that they're as strong as possible. There we go. That was 24. Or was it? You tell me. Next one, knee bends. Seated or standing? Well, seated version first of all. Seated, you're going to kick your feet out like so, bending and straightening your knees. Nice and simple. If you're standing, same idea, but kicking back towards your bum. Bending the knees again. Knee or joint movement. These ones, 19 of these. Hope you're counting. In 3, 2, 1, off you go. Kicking the feet back or kicking the feet out. It does not matter as long as you're doing one or the other. But if you're seated or standing, obviously you'll choose one or the other. It'll be interesting doing it the other way around. You can, but you know, I'm not going to. You can if you want, but moving your knees is the key thing. That's the important bit, really. So if we're standing, shifting our balance side to side, making sure we are nicely balanced. But the common denominator is we are moving our knees. Fantastic. So hopefully, fingers crossed, by now your joints, your body is starting to move around a little bit more, get a little bit looser, warm up a little bit, and just, you know, move better. Next one, twisted Sarahs. Sitting or standing tall, folding your arms, twisting one way, twisting the other way. Big moves if you can. And 18 of these in 3, 2, 1, away we go. Big moves are good moves. Think about your shoulder coming forwards and then your other shoulder coming forwards. Nice big moves. Aim to be as twisted as a Sarah can be. And we all know for a fact that Sarahs are the most twisted of all people. It's nothing bad. It's a fact, you know. It's just one of those things. Birds fly, fish swim, Sarahs are twisted. It's just that. It's the way it is. And that's the way it should be. It's what makes the world interesting place to live. So, I'm going to call this one number 17 and number 18. Obviously, I counted accurately there, unless I didn't. Tell me in the comments below if that was my deliberate mistake or not. It wasn't, but it might have been. Let us know. Double taps. If you are seated, knee comes up twice. Same on the other side. Comes up twice. I say this all the time. I mean it every time. If you are seated, do not let yourself collapse back when you do this. You are going to stay sat tall, away from the backrest. Get that knee up twice, but your body is rock solid and under control, okay? Control our body. So double tap if you're seated. If you're standing, double tap like so. Of course, this one's going to be tricky on your balance. So if you are a little bit iffy on your balance, stand close to a wall, a chair, a table, another person, whatever. Obviously, don't rely on that thing for balance. Rely on ourselves. But it's there just in case. It's our safety net, just in case worst happens. We're going to do 16 double taps. In 3, 2, 1, hit it. Away we go. Again, smaller move down here, easier. That's a bit more controlled, it's quicker. There's less time standing on one leg. But we're going to aim to do the biggest move that we can. So high moves if you can. That's going to shift our body weight even more, which means we're going to challenge our balance even more. And we're going to have to work even harder. And of course, working harder is what we're after. Working harder is what makes us better. So do the hardest version you personally can do. Now again, everyone's going to be unique. Everyone's going to be different. But you do the best that you can do. And then we're going to be golden, okay? We're going to be friends then. There we go. We're not going to be enemies is basically what I'm saying, all right? I'm not going to have to come around there and slap you about and tell you off and stuff like that, all right? That's not going to happen if we're going to be good, okay? Good. What have we got next? Okay, exercise of the week time. So grab your ball. Last time we're going to do this one this week. We've got a new exercise coming at the end of the session, remember? But for this one, need our ball. You can do it seated or standing. Personally, I prefer seated. I tend to get more benefits seated. If you're unsure about how to do it, don't forget last Technique Tuesday, that's where I went over and explained all about it. Essentially, I'm facing one way. I have a wall or a person, they're the same thing really, over on my side there, directly to my side. This is a twisting body exercise. Pretend you're a rugby player. You're going to pass that rugby ball, like they do, sideways. And by doing that, we're going to twist the body. To the person, they can throw it back, or we'll bounce it off the wall. So I'm going to twist and recover. See, my body is twisting as I bounce it. And it looks like we're going to do 22 bounces. Okay, get your bouncing hats on. Are you ready? 22 bounces in 3, 2, 1. Twist away. Twist and recover. Nice big moves. You move as fast or as slow as you are comfortable with. But we want nice big twists. You can go faster than me. You can go slower than me. I don't really care. But you make it a big twist. That is what I do care about. I don't care about many things, but twisting is what I do care about. So make sure that body twists one way as you bounce it or pass it to your partner. Depends on how you set yourself up. But we've got 2 left, and that's 22. Okay, exactly the same thing, but in reverse. So don't forget, you either have a wall on the other side, or your person, they run over there, get to the other side to send them over there. Or what I'm going to do, you just spin on the spot, and I'm going to throw it the other way now. Make sure I don't fall off my bench. So I've got my back to you. Hope you don't mind. I'm sure you don't. But I'm going to pass the other way 22 times. Again, I stress this enough. Good twist of the body, okay? Well, let's do this 22 times. In 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Passing the ball and twisting. A nice movement from the spine. Twisting around. One way and then the other. Get the upper body moving as much as you can. Don't let it just become a body staying still and arms flapping about thing, okay? That's probably one of the most common mistakes. Just letting the arms move and not letting the body twist. Now, hopefully, fingers crossed, if I'm doing this properly, you can see my body twisting from side to side as I throw the ball. I hope, anyway. Otherwise, if I'm doing this wrong, let me know in the comments below, all right? I'm sure I'm doing it right, I hope. But you tell me. That is a precise, accurate 22 throws there. There's no guessing involved at all. I don't guess. I'm a precision machine, me. I'm like precision. Anyway, let's move that out of the way. We don't need that anymore. So we've got squats and sit stands. If you've been seated all this time, then now is your chance to do everything you can to stand up. We're going to do a quality sit stand, okay? From seated, tuck the feet under, tilt the body forward, drive through the legs hard and stand all the way. You go as fast or as slow as you want, I don't mind, but you're going to unfold yourself nice and tall. And then under control, you're going to fold yourself back up again and sit back down. You do that as many times as you can. More than me, less than me, I don't mind. You just do it. You practice sitting and standing as much as you can. If we're standing, squats. Feet apart, feet flat, knees pushing outwards. And we sit back onto an imaginary chair and stand back up again. Again, practicing, getting the legs as strong as we can. Looks like we're going to do 20 of these, okay? In 3, 2, 1. Sitting back and down or standing up, whichever version you're going to do. I don't mind which version you do. You can mix and match if you like. Start off with one, move on to another. That's fine by me. All I care about is that you are using your leg muscles. We're making our leg muscles as strong as possible. We're making sure that they are as exercised, they're used to work. Because the stronger our muscles are, the more work the muscles do and less the work the joints have to do. And if you've got dodgy joints, if your knees or whatever are a bit iffy, Let the leg muscles do the work. That's the way forwards, okay? So sitting and standing, smaller moves are easier, bigger moves are harder. You go faster or slower, makes no difference to me. As long as you do it, for one more time, a precision 20. Like I said, a machine, that's what they call me. That's my nickname in school, it was. Yeah, definitely, honest, true story. Next one. If you are seated, ankle time. Bending and straightening that ankle. It's dead simple. This is what you do. Like that. You get your heel to touch the floor first of all. Then punch your foot and get a toe to touch the floor. Heels, toes, heels, toes. Don't let it become a little thing like that. A proper big move. The bigger, the better. Get as much movement out of that joint as you possibly can. Even if it is only a tiny move, make it as big a move as you can do. All right? If we're standing, we're going to tightrope walk. Balancing. Okay, so tightrope walk is if we're standing, imaginary line on the floor. Feet wide is easier, feet narrow is harder. With me, off we go. Walking forwards, heel toe, heel toe. We're doing the classic sobriety test. You do this to see if you're drunk or not. Heel toe, walking along that imaginary line on the floor. Now the same thing going backwards, a real tricky thing now. Toes, heels. Walking backwards. Let your arms help you. You sway, you move as much as you want or need. But you're going to walk heel toe backwards until we run out of space, which I have done just now. Now we know for a fact the second time was always better than the first time, so let's do it again. Forwards, off we go. Heel toe, heel toe. Like I said, let your arms move. Let your leg help with the counterbalancing. You wobble, you sway. Don't fall over, obviously. I'll have words with you if you do fall over. Again, I come around your place and just shout at you a lot. That's what I do good. I'm a good shouter. And backwards one last time. Toes, heels, toes, heels. So falling over, no. Wobbling, moving, swaying, crack on. That's all right. We're allowed to do that. In fact, I encourage you to do it. You know me. I encourage you to sway. There we go. Fast feet. Okay, where's my timer gone? 10 seconds worth. Not 30. I had that earlier. There we go. 10 seconds worth of fast feet. Now again, whether you're seated or standing, you can do this exercise. If you are seated, it's all about a small, fast move. So sit tall and running on the spot like so. Small, fast, drumming feet. I want to hear a fast beat, okay? Like a flamenco dancer. True story. Well-known fact. If, though, you are standing, it's the same thing, but we're standing and running on spot. Small, fast footwork, like a Blur. Like Gene Kelly? Yeah, like him. Lionel Blair. That dude, okay? Fast feet, all right? In 3, 2, 1, go. Running on spot, getting your feet moving up and down, nice and quick. Boom. 10 seconds, done. Of course, we know, fact, second time's always better than the first time, so we're going to do the same thing again. Quick feet, fast feet, running up and down. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Nice, quick feet, running away, or forwards, or sideways, whichever one you want. But run, run, run. That's it, that's done. And then shadow boxing. Says down here, 19 seconds worth. And that's changed my timer to 19. 3 rounds, 3 bursts, 3 batches, 3 rounds, yeah, 3 rounds of 19 seconds. If you're seated or standing, same thing. Fists up, punching, move your body, duck and dive, dodge and weave, and get out of breath. Get your blood pumping. 3 rounds, okay? First round, of 19 seconds. 3, 2, 1, go. Shadow boxing, punching away, punching high, punching low. Get your breathing going, get your blood pumping. You can dodge, jab, weave, uppercut. I don't mind. But there we go. That's our first round done. It's as simple as that. Now we've only got 2 rounds left. So your job is to somehow or another, I'll let you decide how, get even more out of breath. Round 2. Are you ready? In 3, 2, 1, go. Shadow boxing again. Moving. Get your breathing up. Huffing and puffing. You can change directions one way or the other. Punching away. And time. Dead simple. And we've got 1 single round left. I'm going to do this one seated, just to show you it can be done that way. So even if you can't stand, you can do this. 1 round left. Punching on the spot in 3, 2, 1, go. Punching away. Move your arms. Move your body. Twist, twist, twist. And heavy breathing. Pick your targets. Combinations, single punches, doubles, triples, whatever floats your boat. Time. That is it. Simple as that. Double check everything here. Yep, we've done them all. That's good. That is our workout. Fingers crossed. I hope that you have got your body moving. I hope everything is moving a little bit smoother, a little bit bigger, a little bit quicker, a little bit more controlled, a little more confident. That's what we're after with all these exercises. But of course, today is Technique Tuesday. So that means I'm going to show you now, I'm going to spend 2 minutes now to show you the new exercise of the week. That's the exercise we're going to be doing throughout the next week. It's the exercise of the week, of course. So all you're going to need for this, bear with me 1 sec, is your resistance band. I've got it hung up over here. So here's mine. You're going to need a resistance band and, as is often in these cases, a solid anchor, an anchor point to attach it. Best things tend to be things like a solid banister or a heavy table. Another person is always useful as long as you trust that person. If you don't trust that person, don't use them, all right? They're dodgy people. If you do trust them, they can be a solid anchor as well, okay? But you're going to need somewhere to attach this that you know for a fact isn't going to break or... excuse me, dying. Isn't going to break or slip off or something like that. Excuse me. I happen to have my rack here, so I'm going to attach this. It's going to be attached roughly shoulder chest height. This exercise can be done seated or standing, makes no difference, but decide which way you're going to do it and attach it roughly chest, shoulder, body height. Okay, now I'm going to do this with seated simply because I fit in the screen a bit better. So I got my band attached chest height. Okay, it's a punch, a twisting punch. Now whether you're seated or standing makes no difference, but we're going to have our back to that anchor point. Okay, so at our 6 o'clock, further away is harder, closer to without falling off your bench is easier. You decide where you want to go. Okay, so the anchor point is directly behind me. Okay, seated, we're going to be sat tall. If you are seated, do not lean against the backrest behind you. Sit away, control yourself, be independent, sit forwards. Okay, I'm going to hold on with, this is my right arm. I know it looks different in the screen, but this is my right arm. It is going to be about shoulder height. And then I am going to punch slowly. I'm going to punch forwards and then control return. Now, just that alone, when it's out there, the band is trying to pull me back there. So I have to use my stomach muscles a lot to keep myself upright. This is why we do not want to be leaning against the backrest back there, okay? So, punching out and recover. If we can add a bit of a body twist as well, like with all punches. We can twist the body around and then recover. Twist the body around and then recover. Punching with one side. I'm using muscles in my arm, but we're really using the body here, our core, okay? So particularly good if you are seated. Again, do not lean against the backrest, okay? Punch, twist, and then recover. Same thing on the other side. Nice and simple. Because it's just behind me, I kind of really need to just swap arms. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to punch and then twist and recover. Punch, twist and recover. Punch, twist and recover. I'm using my stomach muscles here to stay upright. I'm using them to twist. I'm stretching or letting that band stretch out and recover. And that is our exercise of the week. You have got the rest of today to practice that, because we're going to be doing it pretty damn quick tomorrow. Won't be much setup time. So you're going to have the rest of the day to practice it. Find out where you're going to anchor the band. Is it with a person? Is it on a rack, on a banister or something? Where are you going to hold it securely? Okay. It must, and I can't stress this enough, it must be somewhere secure. Because especially when you've stretched out there, if it's not secure, that's when it could twang you in the back. Technical term, twang you in the back. It happens. So it must be secure, okay? If you do get twanged in the back, this is my waiver of liability. I've told you, I've warned you, anchor it somewhere secure, okay? So you've got all day to practice that. Get yourself set up so ready for when we do it tomorrow. And that is our exercise of the week. I hope you're okay. If you have any questions about it, if you're unsure about how to set it up or anything like that, comments below, ask away down there. We will answer it. Tomorrow is Wobble Wednesday. We will practice our balancing tomorrow and incorporate the new exercise of the week. See you there. Anything else I need to tell you? Probably not. I've said it 1,000 times before. You know what's happening now. So I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Thank you very much indeed, boys and girls. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.